Now we look in the back to see, let the bike tell me what's wrong with it. I don't see any oil leaking into the rear clutch steel here. I don't see anything like that. If you look very closely, you can see the spring in there. That's the spring we're going to take off with my special tool. You want to keep everything clean while you're doing this. The important thing is not to be anal or anything like that. But if you keep it clean, and sometime in the future, your bike, excuse me, happens to have a leak or a problem, then you're going to know that it wasn't there when you put the thing back together. I mean, this belt is so nice. I may even, what I could do is just replace the spring, but I'm going to replace them both. And one thing about these old bikes, I can't stress this enough to all my people, friends, deals, whatever, keep all your old parts. Because these bike companies are not required after 20 years to keep making the parts. And then you go to eBay and they want Ferrari part prices for them. So I've been building this one for a long time. I wish I would have bought more parts. This is the part I need. I need this part right here. So we go over here. Let's see if I can get the light to work. That's a car I built at 17. That's a 427, 671 blower. It's all real. I had a lot of fun when I was young. That's when you could get away with it. You can't do it now. But anyway, these are these parts here. For instance, these are called side skirts. They're 75 bucks a piece. I wanted the upper clamshell parts, and they didn't. They sent me the wrong one. They sent me. Oops. They sent me two of these a number of years ago. And instead of sending them back, I kept them. Because when you have parts like this, you never know when you're going to need them. And eBay used to be able to go buy parts at a reasonable price. You can't do it anymore. But you want to have a really good stereo right here. This one, that one. It's all pretty old, but I like it. And then there's a speaker over there. And of course you want your 2,000 watt Sony with the disc player, because I don't know how to use anything else. And I have this deal that hooks up to it. I have other stereo stuff. I'm a pack rat, so I never throw things away. But that's what you want to do. And step by step, we're going to go through this. We're going to look at it. I don't see any problems with the bike so far. Usually, and I will tell you this honestly, behind that little rotor, which is called rotor, is variator. It has variator weights, 6 of them. Usually, you know, people say, oh, replace them, do this, do that. You want to use the stock ones if you have the stock bike. You can use the, I've got a ton of these that I bought years ago, right here. And I got them all marked. These are all gram weights for the variator. They take 6. I use about I think 7 or 8. But sometimes, you know, they get bald on the side right here, and it won't hurt them. But keep everything clean. I use graphite, like they have in pencils. I use that in the weights, dry graphite, so that they'll run really smooth. I don't use any oil or anything like that. Now what I'm going to do is I will put this press right here, a little tool. I'll put it in this hole and in this hole. And I'll use my breaker bar, it's a Craftsman breaker bar, and I will slowly break the seal. I'll do the same thing on the back. I'll use this tool on the front and the back. After that, it'll all come out. Then we'll look at it some more. What you do not want to do, and I've seen this 1,000 times, somebody will take a screwdriver like this, okay? And they'll put the screwdriver right down here. It makes sense that it will work that way. And then what they do, you see, is they will put it in between one of the vanes. These vanes are meant to move air so it cools down the variegator, which is a good deal. You do not want to do this because you will break the vanes. Okay, never do that. You want to find a way to keep this base stable and then crack it open. Same with the back. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna keep looking at what the patient tells me. From what I can see, it just has a problem going from first gear to second gear a little bit slow. What it does is it starts in first gear right here, or low gear. As the variator or the belt speeds up, what it does is it compresses the spring. When it does that, this belt right here will go from right being on the crankshaft, it will ride up to the top right here. On the front, on the back, it's riding on the top right here, on the other side. The pulley, clamshell pulley will open, and the belt will go down and rest on the axle shaft. That's how it works. The important part is it's all designed to be used at certain RPMs. It's very simple to do. But after a while, your clutch spring here, these wear out and they lose tension due to metal fatigue. And if you took like an old one from there and a new one, you'll see it's about, probably 1/4 inch, 6 millimeters less in height. About 6 millimeters less in height due to the fact that it has compressed. These are two types of springs as far as this one. If you look very close, the diameter is smaller. So that's what the Yamaha takes. You might want to keep this bag too. You never know when you're going to need something, and the prices for spare parts is just astronomical. Okay, so over here we've got this one's looking pretty good. Not much. There's a little bit of oil right there. That's normal. If there was oil in here, that would be a problem. In the crankcase, or in the the little, it's called the belt cover, something like that. I'm looking for cracks. I'm looking for any kind of leakage of oil. It'll make what the oil will do is it'll lock the belt up. It gets hot and it acts like a super glue, and you don't want anything to do with that. If you can, try and keep this stock rubber on here. When you're cleaning everything, try and keep it on there. Don't let it come off. Once it gets off, they tend to expand, and they're just a pain in the ass to put back on. So that's what I see so far on this. You see here, that's your belt. None of this is oil. All this very fine black stuff is your drive belt. And after 9,000 miles, it's a good time to replace it. But you want to do it carefully. Learn your knowledge before you do it. These parts are extremely expensive. All it takes is a little bit of going on YouTube, talking to a friend, or watching my really cool Rockstar GQ male model top of the line videos, which are free of course, and learn before you do it. It's very simple to do. After we get this torn apart, I'm going to show you how to adjust the brakes. real easy way, front and back. But what you want to look for is you want to look for things that are out of the ordinary, like excuse me, God, I'm getting old. You want to look for oil underneath this case, which there's a little bit in the back, which is fine because it's not in the case. It comes from either this right here, which is a it's a little thing. Okay, now this one right here is for your carburetor, and so that's why everything's there, which is it's a vent. So take pictures as you go along so you know how to put it back together. If you have a question, please email me. Not email, what do they call it? Just comment on the video. I will help you if I can. When I was young, I didn't have a father. I didn't have anybody. And I swore when I got older that if young people needed help, I would help them. Just like us old people are supposed to do. Because I'm almost 70. Anyway, got to turn the tunes on, and we continue.